We begin a new series tonight looking at the challenges Ottawa transit users are facing with the wait times, buses and trains. We asked you to send us your worst commutes, and a flood of responses created gridlock in our inbox. Tonight and every night this week, we're going to show you a snapshot of some of the worst commutes across the capital. This commute is a 4-stage morning rush hour journey with a rider from Hunt Club to Gatineau. OC Transpo's number 90 to Greenboro, LRT Line 2 South to Line 1 heading downtown, and an STO bus to cross the river to Gatineau. Lots of transfers and plenty of risk for a commuter making connections. CTV's Leah Larocque joins us now. How was this commute, Leah?
Well, Stefan, Dong doesn't have a car. In fact, he and his fiancée actually bought a house close to the South Keys Transit Hub, thinking it would make getting places easier. But I tagged along from a trip from Cahill Drive near the Hunt Club area all the way to Rue Montcalm in Gatineau to see exactly where the system is falling short.
A Monday morning commute comes with a lot of unknowns for Dong No.
Particularly in January, where there are more bus cancellations. Sometimes it's 45 minutes on the best end. Or on the worst end, it's more like an hour and 20 or 1:30.
The federal public servant travels from Hunt Club to Gatineau. And from the time he steps out of the door just past 7:30, questions about if the bus will arrive on time.
It's supposed to come at 7:40.
Okay.
At least according to the app.
Or at all.
7:40.
So it came on time. I hopped aboard the 90 Greenboro.
Route 90 Greenboro.
20. To see for myself what his commute is like. The bus ride to South Keys takes about 8 minutes. At 7:48, we get to South Keys Station. It's a major transfer point. The 98 Herdman rolls up, but it's packed. So Dong decides to catch Line 2 instead.
If I'm really in a rush and if time is really pressing, I'll try to squeeze on. But if not, sometimes Line 2 both is more consistent, and I can at least sit. We are at 7:50.
A northbound train pulls up. There's lots of room, but at pressure points like Carleton University, it can get a bit crowded. 20 minutes later, we're at Bayview Station. It's time to get off this train. So we're about halfway through our journey, but because all of these people now have to transfer onto Line 1 and it's single car service, things could get pretty tight. A long line grows on the Confederation platform eastbound. Everyone is hoping to get in.
It's kind of the calculation right there that I kind of make mentally is that, if I just let the first one go, I can be first in line, amongst the first ones in line for the next train.
But when the next one comes 3 minutes later, it's even busier. So we wait again. Third time's a charm. This train has lots of room. We get off at Parliament Station at 8:28, and it's time to transfer to Gatineau's transit service. But this is where I run into a problem. STO buses do not accept the tap for your debit card, which is what I was using for this commute. I didn't bring any cash with me, and I don't have a monthly pass, so we had to get off the STO bus, and now we're going to go try to find a bank. A quick pit stop at an ATM, and by 8:52, we are back on the bus. 9:03, 2 buses and 2 trains later, Dong is about a block from his office. In total, our commute was about 1 hour and 31 minutes. Dong now has to work, and then he gets to do that whole trip again, all the way home tonight.
What's your message to OC Transpo to make the service better?
Well, I think more direct buses into downtown from the suburbs, more frequent buses. I think that's the biggest thing.
It is important to note that No made some choices along the way that added a few minutes to his time. He chose to wait for a seat. He took a train, not a busy bus. He decided not to force into a squeezed single-car train. But my takeaway from this experience is that there is a lot of mental math that everyone does every day just to use the system. Stefan.
CTV's Leah Larocque reporting live for us tonight. Thank you, Leah. We are still collecting your stories of Ottawa's worst commute. Many of you have described journeys that take 90 minutes, 2 hours, or even longer than that. We have a list of those stories on our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca.